Hi, I'm Jim Lloyd. I'm Program Director for Junior Appalachian Musicians. Well, today we're in beautiful downtown Rural Retreat, Virginia at the historic train depot. A while back, Junior Appalachian Musicians assembled an all-star cast of musicians and dancers to answer the question, what are the roots of Appalachian music? Our crew assembled in Yadkinville, North Carolina, and we had musicians from Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, and West Virginia to tell our story. Our story, of course, begins in the old country. When the very first settlers came here, they brought the traditions of their country with them. Fiddle, voice, and dance.
What are we going to play now?
We are going to play Temperance Reel or the Teetotaler, as it's known in different areas.
Depends on the time of day.
Exactly the time of day.
Try to sing a little bit of Long Black Veil. 10 years ago, on a cold, dark night, there was someone killed 'neath the town hall light. There were few at the scene, but they all agree that the slayer who ran looked a lot like me. Well, the judge said, son, what is your alibi? If you were somewhere else, then you won't have to die. But I spoke not a word, though it meant my life, for I'd been in the arms of my best friend's wife. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows, nobody sees, nobody knows but me. Well, the scaffold was high and eternity near. She stood in the crowd and shed not a tear. Oh, but sometimes at night, when the cold wind moans in a long black veil, she cries o'er my bones. She walks these hills in a long black veil. She visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows,
After the arrival of the settlers, it didn't take long for the meshing of the cultures. They were soon joined by the traditions of the Native Americans, and then eventually the banjo came over from Africa. As I've said, when the immigrants came over from the old country, they brought their song and dance and instruments with them. The Germans bought a little instrument that was about that long, and it was strung up, and it was used a lot for parlor entertaining and playing around the fireplace at night. So the Scottish people quickly adapted this instrument and elongated it, and it became the Appalachian dulcimer. The contribution of the African Americans to the Appalachian sound is almost immeasurable, from the work songs they sang in the field to the gospel and spirituals they sang that talked of a better day coming.
I am a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world below. There is no sickness, toil, nor danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my Father and all the loved ones that's gone on. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. I know dark clouds may gather round me. I know my way is rough and steep, yet beauteous fields lie just before me, where God's redeemed their vigils keep. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. And we're going to do Walking in Jerusalem. I want to be ready. I want to be ready. I want to be ready, Lord. Walking in Jerusalem just like John. Oh, John, what did you say?
Walking in Jerusalem just like John.
I'll meet you there on the judgment day.
Walking in Jerusalem just like John.
I want to be ready. I want to be ready. I want to be ready, Lord. Walking in Jerusalem just like John. Well, some come crippled and some come lame. Walking in Jerusalem
Just like John.
Some come walking in Jesus' name.
Walking in Jerusalem just like John.
I want to be ready. I want to be ready. I want to be ready, Lord. Walking in Jerusalem just like John. Judas resting his heaven on Jesus' shoulder.
Walking in Jerusalem just like John.
I'll meet you there at the first crossover.
Walking in Jerusalem just like John.
I want to be ready. I want to be ready. I want to be ready, Lord. Walking in Jerusalem just like John. I want to be ready. I want to be ready. I want to be ready, Lord. To walk in Jerusalem just like John.
With time going on, more instruments were added to the Appalachian sound, and the way the songs traveled was quite unique. A doctor would form a medicine show, and he would employ musicians, and they would travel from town to town. These medicine shows were wide open. They had everything from animal acts to songs to plays. No holds barred, whatever it took. And the shows were absolutely free, on the hopes that you would buy some patent medicine off the doctor. So they would play their songs from town to town. Local musicians would learn their songs and a lot of times change the name. Sometimes you'd see a song with 4 different names, depending on the locality. Welcome to Dr. Lloyd's Medicine Show. This show is absolutely free with no obligation at all. We're going to start off with our entertainment with Jimmy Costa and his banjo doing Devil and the Farmer's Wife.
All right. Well, there was an old man near hell did dwell. If he ain't dead yet, he's a living there still. Come a ring, ding a ding die oh, ring a die ding a ding a ding a day. Now the devil came up to his home one day, said, "There's a soul from here I'm taking away. Come a ring, ding a ding die oh, ring a die ding a ding a day." Well, devil, don't you take my oldest son. Why, there's work here on the farm and it's gotta get done. Come a ring, ding a ding die oh, ring a die ding a ding a day. 'Tis not your oldest son I crave, 'tis your old scolding wife. I've come to take her away. Come a ring, ding a ding die oh, ring a die ding a ding a day. Why, devil, by gunnies and bless your heart, I hope you take her and you never do part. Come a ring, ding a ding die oh, ring a die ding a ding a day. So he took her out up on his back, and he looked like a peddler with a great big pack. Come a ring, ding a ding die oh, ring a die ding a day. Then he set her on down in the forks of the road, saying, "Gosh, old lady, you're a devil of a load. Come a ring, ding a ding die oh, ring a die ding a day." Then he took her on down to the gates of hell. He said, "Punch up the fire, we're going to scorch her good and well. Come a ring, ding a ding die oh, ring a die ding a day." Then he took her on down to the devil's den, where there lived some 8 9 or 10 come a ring, ding-a-ding-di-o, ring-a-di-ding-a-di-da-diddle-dum-a-day. Now one little devil of 'em called her a liar. She reared back her foot and kicked him into the big fire. Come a ring, ding-a-ding-di-o, ring-a-di-ding-a-di-da-diddle-dum-a-day. Then one little devil went out for a ball and chain. When he got back, she up with her brogue and slapped out his brain. Come a ring, ding-di-o, ring-a-di-ding-a-di-da-diddle-dum-a-day. Then a bunch of little devils went a-climbing up the wall. She found the big poker stick and she swarped them all. Come a ring, ding-di-o, ring-a-di-ding-a-di-da-diddle-dum-a-day. Then all the little devils commenced to call, said, "Take her back, Daddy, she's going to kill us all." Come a ring, ding-a-ding-di-o, ring-a-di-ding-a-di-da-diddle-dum-a-day. So he wrapped her up in a great big sack, and away they went with a clickety-clack. Come a ring, ding-a-ding-di-o, ring-a-di-ding-a-di-da-diddle-dum-a-day. Now her old man was at home a-peeping at a crack, when he seen the old devil just a-wagging her back. Come a ring, ding-a-ding-di-o, ring-a-di-ding-a-di-da-diddle-dum-a-day. So he jumped up, he hid under the bed. When the old woman got in the house, she just up with an old china teapot and mauled his old head. Come a ring, ding-a-ding-di-o, ring-a-di-ding-a-di-da-diddle-dum-a-day. Old man said to the devil, "Here's your wife all sound and well. If I'd have kept her much longer, she'd have tore up all the hell." Come a ring, ding-a-ding-di-o, ring-a-di-ding-a-di-da-diddle-dum-a-day. Old man said to the devil, "I've lived below all my life, but I never knew hell till I had your wife." Come a ring, ding-a-ding-di-o, ring-a-di-ding-a-di-da-diddle-dum-a-day. Then the old man went whistling over the hill. He said, "If the devil won't have you, I'll be darned if I will." Come a ring, ding-a-ding-di-o, ring-a-di-ding-a-di-da-diddle-dum-a-day. Now this just proves what a woman can do. Why, she can whoop a devil and an old man too. Come a ring, ding-a-ding-di-o, ring-a-di-ding-a-di-da-diddle-dum-a-day. Yes, this just goes to prove to men why women can go through hell and come back again. Come a ring, ding-a-ding-di-o, ring-a-di-ding-a-di-da-diddle-dum-a-day. All right. Sound like a bunch of Indians in here.
We're going to do Catlinsburg, a fine fiddle tune, and let this fine lady dance, and she is a firm believer in my top medicine. All right.
Now I was born 10,000 years ago, and there's nothing in this world I do not know. I saw Peter, Paul, and Moses playing Ring Around the Roses. I can whoop the man that says it isn't so. I'm the man that rode the mule around the world. I'm the man that rode the mule around the world. I rode in Noah's Ark, and I'm happy as a lark. I'm the man that rode the mule around the world. I saw Satan look the garden over. I saw Eve pull the ribbon at the door. While the apple
meal they were eating. In the bushes I was peeping, and I swear I'm the man that eat the coal. I'm the man that rode the mule around the world. I'm the man that rode the mule around the world. I rode in Noah's Ark, and I'm happy as a lark. I'm the man that rode the mule around the world. Queen Elizabeth, she fell in love with me. We were married in Milwaukee secretly. Then I rose up and I shook her and rode off with General Hooker, shooting mosquitoes down in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm the man that rode the mule around the world. I'm the man that rode the mule around the world. And for all the Pharaoh's kitties, I built all the pyramids. I'm the man that rode the mule around the world. I'm a very highly educated man. Well, there's nothing I don't ever understand. I've been around so long that I used to sing this song when Abraham and Isaac rushed the can. I'm the man that rode the mule around the world. I'm the man that rode the mule around the world. I rode in Noah's Ark, and I'm happy as a lark. I'm the man that rode the mule around the world. Thank you. We're going to do a tune here about a grandfather's clock. Are you ready, Heather?
Sure.
All right, grandfather's clock. Thank you. And now, brought to you by Lloyd's Medicine Show, never before seen in the American public. We toured the crowned heads of Europe and did this performance, but it's never before seen in this continent. We've got Mr. Wampus Cat, the trained flea. But before we do this, Mr. Wampus Cat took a hit of this before the show, and he's very ready to go, is he not?
Absolutely.
All right.
Highly trained flea. Going to do a single somersault, flip. Good boy, good boy. Are you ready? Your crowd, your fans are waiting. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Good boy, good boy. All right. So a single flip is not enough these days. You have to raise the bar a little bit. So we're going to attempt the double somersault. Loop-de-loop flip. Count of three. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it landed. It stuck the landing too. Woo! It's a 10. Beautiful. Good boy. It is a boy, isn't it? I don't know that we've ever had a successful triple somersault flip. We're going to give it its all right now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, incredible! Wow! This is the hang time on that. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the final segment of our free show, and our advertisement will start immediately following this. Are we ready, Professor?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, our whole purpose of the show tonight is to educate you on our medicine. 90% of the American public suffer from ailments, and we have a cure for all of them. When I was a young man, I was in the West and was all by myself out in the wilderness, and I got discombobulated and lost. I didn't know where I was at. I couldn't find anybody, and I about starved to death and about thirsted to death. But a group of Native Americans found me, and they took me back and nursed me to health with this wondrous elixir. And when I gained their trust, they told me how to make this elixir. This is the most amazing thing you've ever seen. We're selling these bottles for $1 a piece. Just a mere $1 will make you feel instantly better. My grandmother, at 98 years old, her got up and go had got up and went. She was in horrible condition. She could barely walk. But we sold her 1 bottle of this. And after she had drunk about half of it, she was in fantastic shape. She lived to be 125 years old. And when she died, we had to beat her liver to death with a stick, but we saved the baby. This is it. This is the wondrous stuff. Just $1. All you got to do is raise your hand with $1, and we'll give you this stuff. It will make your life much better. One of the ways the music got swapped around also was the forming of the fiddlers' conventions. From a very early time, fiddlers would assemble from all over to see who was the best. And there was a lot of good jamming going on at that sort of thing too, so the songs got swapped, and you got bragging rights if you won on who was the best fiddler. This tradition continues well into today. Welcome to the Junior Appalachian Musicians Fiddlers Convention. First up, contestant number 1, Rex McGee.
Ooh. Contestant number 3, James Vincent Costa. Do we have to announce the tune, Judge? Yes. All right, this here is called the Richmond Cotillion in the key of D and goes to A. Don't tell me. Are you ready? Yeah. Oh. Ooh. And contestant number 5, the winner, Jim Lloyd. Look at the ragtime man.
Coming out of the African American tradition of the spiritual and the work song was the blues. The blues always carried the message of things are bad, but they're going to get better. We're going to do House of the Rising Sun here, a song which has its roots in England in the 1500s. It was revamped many, many times over the years.
There's a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. Oh God, I know I'm
She sewed my new blue jeans. My daddy was a feeling
shuffling the balls.
Now, boys, fill your glasses right up to the brim. Let the drinks flow merrily round, and we'll drink a toast to the round boy that goes from town to town.
Tell your children not to do the things I do. Don't spend your life in misery. It's a house
Got one foot on the platform and the other on a train. I'm going back to New Orleans to wear the ball and chain.
There is a house down in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And oh God, I'm one.
After World War I came the rise of radio, and with radio came the ability to buy recorded music that you could play on your phonograph at home. So Appalachian music suddenly spread the world over. Among the first stars of the radio era was a fellow from Reedyville, Tennessee named Uncle Dave Macon, the Dixie Dewdrop, and he played on WSM in Nashville, Tennessee, home of the Grand Ole Opry.
Here we go. Well, Jim, how you feeling?
I'm feeling right.
Well, if you ain't right, you better get right, because I'm going to do this next piece with more heterogeneous, cosmopolitan, and unknown flavor than I've ever done it before.
Don't make it hard on yourself.
Or we'll try not to, buddy. Now, way back yonder in Tennessee, they leased the convicts out. Said they marched them down to the Lone Rock against free labor stout. Free labor rebelled against it too, and it took some time. And while the lease was in a fix, they made them rise and shine. But he was roll down the line, but he was roll down the line. Yonder comes my darling coming down the line. Roll down the line, roll down the line. Yonder comes my darling coming down the line. Yeah, roll down the line. not so well. The beans, they are burn up, and the coffee's black as hell. But when you get your slack time, you're bound to come to call. For anything you get to eat tastes better cooked than raw. Oh, but it gets rolled down the line, but it gets rolled down the line. Gonna come to my darling, coming down the line. But it gets rolled down the line, but it gets rolled down the line. Gonna come to my darling, coming down the line. Yeah! Now the bank boss is a hard man, a man you all know well. And if you don't get the coal out, he's going to give you hallelujah. He'll march you to the stock pen and sing long before your call. But the very next time he comes to you, you better have your coal. Oh, but he wants you roll down the line, but he wants you roll down the line. Here comes my darling, coming down the line. But he wants you roll down the line, but he wants you roll down the line. Here comes my darling, coming down the line. All right, that was good. Yeah. Been living in the city, but I like the country life. Dear little country gal, I'm going to make my wife. Well, the first night that I met her, the night was very dark. But you can bet we's happy as a whole day jolly lark. For I'll take Nancy, and Nancy will take me. When we're married, how happy we will be. For we shall sit together as happy as can be. I'll take Nancy, and Nancy will tickle me. Now Nancy is a lovely girl to me, she is a charm. I can trust her without any alarm. As we were walking to her home, she placed her loving arms around my waist. She kept them until we reached the farm. Then I'll take Nancy, and Nancy will tickle me. We're together as happy as can be. We shall sit together as happy as can be. Oh, I'll take Nancy, and Nancy will tickle me. Well, now that we're together, we invite you to call. Come sing and play the apples with us in the fall. For in the winter by the firelight sits Nancy on my knee. For I'll take Nancy, and Nancy will tickle me. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Ah, ha, ha,
In 1928, a very historic happening took place in Bristol, Virginia. A record company came in and was asking for Appalachian artists. People from all over Appalachia came in to record at this. And among the bands was a family band called the Carter Family. Now, family bands had always been popular, traveling with medicine shows or just simply singing in church. So their sound was very unique. And they also had a very unique guitar player named Maybelle Carter.
Here's Diamonds in the Rough. While walking out one evening, not knowing where to go, just to pass the time away before we held our show, I heard the Grand Commission band singing with all their might. I give my heart to Jesus and I left the show that night, the day will soon be over, and digging will be done, and no more gems be gathered. So let us all press on when Jesus comes to claim us and says He is enough. The diamonds will be shining, no longer in the rough. While reading through the Bible, some glorious sights I see. I read of Peter, James, and John on the Sea of Galilee. And Jesus, when He found them very tough. But they were precious diamonds He gathered in the rough. The day will soon be over, and digging will be done, and no more tombs be gathered. So let us all press on when Jesus comes to claim us and says He is enough. The diamonds will be shining, no longer in the rough. The diamonds will be shining, no longer in the rough. My heart is sad, I'm in sorrow for the only one that I love. When shall I see Him? Oh, no, never till we in heaven above. Oh, bear me under the weeping willow, yes, under the weeping willow tree. So He may know where I am sleeping, and perhaps He will weep over me. He told me that He dearly loved me. How could I believe Him untrue until the angels softly whispered He has proved untrue? Oh, bear me under the weeping willow, yes, under the weeping willow tree. So He may know where I am sleeping, and perhaps He will weep over me. Oh, bear me under the weeping willow, yes, under the weeping willow tree. So she may know where I am sleeping, and perhaps He will weep over me, and perhaps He will weep over me. Here's Thinking Tonight of My Blue Eyes. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of my blue eyes. We're sailing for over the sea. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of him more. And I wonder, does he ever think of me? 'Twould be better for us both had we never in this wild, wicked world had never met. For the pleasure we both seem to get, I am sure, love, I'll never forget. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of my blue eyes. We're sailing far over the sea. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of him more. And I wonder, does he ever think of me? When the cocoa grave shall enclose me, will you come near and shed just one tear and say to the strangers about that poor heart you have broken my spirit? Oh, I'm thinking tonight of my blue eyes. We're sailing far over the sea. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of him more. And I wonder, does he ever think of me? Oh, I'm thinking tonight of my blue eyes. We're sailing far over the sea. Oh, I'm thinking tonight of him more. And I wonder, does he ever think of me? And I wonder, does he ever think of me?
Continuing into the 1930s, the family band tradition was well along its way, and among the bands that got the most acclaimed was a brother act named Bill and Charlie Monroe.
Here's Long Journey Home, or $2 bill. Lost all my money, but a $2 bill. $2 bill, Lord, $2 bill. Lost all my money, but a $2 bill. And I'm on my long journey home. Out in the west surely is a train, boy, it surely is a train. Smoke rising, and it surely is a train. I'm on my own journey. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. And I'm on my own journey home. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. $2 bill, boys, $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. And I'm on my own journey home.
In the late 1930s, a young man from Shelbyville, North Carolina revolutionized the banjo, a fellow named Earl Scruggs. In the late 1930s, thanks to radio, there were a lot of outside influences on Appalachian music. Bill Monroe, with his high harmonies, combined with Earl Scruggs' revolutionary banjo playing, combined to make a very new form of music called bluegrass.
This is a great old Bill Monroe tune called the Bluegrass Breakdown.
Virginia, North Carolina, I did go. There I met a fair young maiden, and her name I did not know. Her hair was dark and curly, and her cheeks were rosy red. On her breast she wore white lilies, where I long to lay my head. Molly dear, go ask your mother, my darling wife, if you ever be. If she says no, come back and tell me, and I'll run away with thee. In my heart, you are my darling. At my door, you welcome in. At my gate, Lord, with me too. For you, girl, I tried to win. Ocean's deep and I can't wait it, and I have no wings to fly. I'll just get me a blue-eyed boatman for to roll me over the tide. I don't want a greenback dollar. I don't want to watch a chain. All I want is your heart, darling. Say you take me back again. Rather be in some dark hollow where the sun don't ever shine than to know you another man's darling when you promise to be mine. I'll go back to East Virginia. North Carolina ain't my home. I'll go back to East Virginia. I leave North Carolina alone. I leave North Carolina alone. We'll do an old song of Flat and Scruggs, one called I'm Head Over Heels in Love with You. I think I'll go across the ocean if I don't change my notion. Oh, I've got to forget you if I can.
Oh, I'm feeling so blue, I don't know what to do, 'cause I'm head over heels in love with you.
Oh, the nights are sad lonely, for I'm thinking of you only. Oh, I just can't sleep when I lay down.
Oh, I'm feeling so blue, I don't know what to do, 'cause I'm head over heels in love with you.
weary. All I do is sit and worry. Oh, I can't bear the thought of losing you.
Oh, I'm feeling so blue, I don't know what to do. 'Cause I'm head over heels in love with you. Oh, I'm feeling so blue, I don't know what to do. 'Cause I'm head over heels in love with you. What you got?
Sharecropper's Son.
I hear you.
1, 2, 3. Well, moved here from Summers when I was 14. Worked this whole ground for bacon and beans. The landlord told us hard times was near. Didn't mean a thing, 'cause they're already here. Daylight till dark, my work's never done. Lord have mercy on this sharecropper's son. Yeah. Well, mama's got the fever and the baby's sick too. Papa's uptown soaking up that booze. Just out of prison, said he ain't going back. Ain't a bloodhound in Georgia can follow his track. Daylight till dark, my work's never done. Lord have mercy on the sharecropper's son. Bought a new mule, brought him up from down south. He'd kick a chew tobacco right out of your mouth. Well, water in the well and it's barely out of sight. Can't take a bath on Saturday night. Daylight till dark, my work's never done. Lord have mercy on the sharecropper's son. Well, crops and raw weather, no rain day or night. Preachers in for dinner, we ain't got a bite. 11 in the family, 10 daughters and a son. Mama just told us there'll be another one. Daylight till dark, my work's never done. Lord have mercy on this sharecropper's son. Daylight till dark, my work's never done. Lord have mercy on this sharecropper's son.
Hello, City Limits.
Hello, city limits, I see a sign left on the worries way behind. Left all my troubles and heartaches there too. Hello, city limits, I'm starting out brand new.
I won't tell a soul just where I'm gonna be, 'cause I don't want the blues now to catch up with me. I might even go
see your sign left on worries way behind. Left all my troubles and heartaches there too. Hello, city limits, I'm starting out brand new.
I need a change of scenery, why I need it real bad, just to help me forget all the hard times I've had. I might even go now and change my name too. Hello, city limits, I'm starting out brand new.
Hello, city limits, I see your sign left on worries way behind. Left all my troubles and heartaches there too. Hello, city limits, I'm starting out brand new. Hello, city limits, I see your sign left on worries way behind. Left all my troubles and heartaches there too. Hello, city limits, I'm starting out brand new.
We're going to do Cabin in Caroline. 1, 2, 3. There's a cabin in the pines in the hills of Caroline, and a blue-eyed girl is waiting there for me. Someday she'll be my wife and we'll live a happy life in a cabin in the hills of Caroline. Oh, cabin in the shadow of a pine, and a blue-eyed girl way down in Caroline. Someday she'll be my wife and we'll live a happy life in a cabin in the hills of Caroline. Packing my crap for that long lost trip back to the hills of Caroline. I'm gonna see that blue-eyed girl, she's sweetest in the world, in a cabin in the hills of Caroline. Oh, cabin in the shadow of a pine, and a blue-eyed girl way down in Caroline. Someday she'll be my wife and we'll live a happy life in a cabin in the hills of Caroline. And when it's late at night and the moon is shining bright and the whippoorwill is calling from the hill, I'm gonna tell her of my love greater than the stars above. I love her now and know I always will. Oh, cabin in the shadow of a pine, and a blue-eyed girl way down in Caroline. Someday she'll be my wife and we'll live a happy life in a cabin in the hills of Caroline. girl way down in Carolina. Someday she'll be my wife and we'll live a happy life in a cabin in the hills of Carolina. In a cabin in the hills of Carolina.
1, 2, 3.
From the 1940s to today, our music is still going, still evolving, still a very much living and breathing thing. So here's our all-star cast with a combination of old-time traditional and bluegrass music doing Ida Red.
Crazy about me too. If I'd have listened to what I'd have said, I'd have been sleeping in Ida's bed. I'd have read, I'd have read, I'd have read, I'd have read, I'd have read. Ida Red, she's a darn old fool, tried to put a saddle on a humpback mule, rode up the road across the creek, can't get letters every once a week. Ida Red, Ida Red, I listened to what Mom said, I'd be married to Ida Red, Ida Red, Ida Red, I'm from Ida Red, Ida Red, Ida Red.
I'd of green, I got thousands on the machine. I'd of red, I'd of green, she got a brand new sewing machine.
I'd red, I'd red, I'd red, I'd red, I'd red, I'd red.
And that concludes our party. We hope that you had as good a time watching as we did playing. And the tradition of the swapping of songs continued all through this production. There was a lot of good jamming backstage, and it was just a really good time. Our mission at Junior Appalachian Musicians is to keep this tradition going. If you'd like to know more about us, check us out at juniorappalachianmusicians.org. Thank you for watching.
I'd have been sleeping and I'd have bed. I'd have read,